This is a reminder to all of you who carry a firearm, either open or concealed, or have firearms at home for use in defense of the home or yourselves while you're there. Uh, just to reiterate, you can never, underline never, point your firearm directly at anyone, ever, unless the threat of serious bodily injury or death to you or an innocent is imminent. Imminent. You being afraid, fear is never a justifiable reason to fire your firearm or point your firearm at anyone. Just because you're afraid is irrelevant, right? Fear doesn't play a part. What plays a part are 3 rules. And if you've been to training, this is a reminder. If you haven't been to training for concealed carry or any kind of firearms training on the use of deadly force, I suggest you do that. And I'm going to use the couple that in wherever they were that brought their guns out, and the woman was pointing them at the crowd, and the husband had his AR. If you have a threat where you're going to use deadly force, you have to have 3 things in place. What you perceive to be the threat has to have the ability to inflict serious bodily injury or death on you or the innocent. Now, 500 people clearly has the ability to do that. That's called disparity of force, and so it fits that. Second, there has to be the opportunity for those with that ability, to deliver the threat of serious bodily injury or death to you or an innocent. 500 people, clearly, if they're right outside your property, has the opportunity to do that. So you have the ability, and the opportunity is there because they're there. The third one is the one where people get upside down in things. The threat, the delivery of the threat has to be imminent. Now, in that case, what does imminent mean? It is close to you and coming toward you. Not going by you, coming toward you, right? If they could be talking about your mama, they could be yelling racial epithets, they could be threatening to kill you verbally. Irrelevant. If all it does is make you afraid, tough cookies. You cannot point your firearm at them. Now, if members of the 500 turn and come to you, imminent, right? They now are coming to you, you can light them up. But if all they're doing is making noise and passing by, just because you're afraid, you cannot point your weapon at anyone in that crowd unless you see someone getting ready to point a firearm at you. You can do what the husband did, and that is go to what we refer to as defensive display. Here's my firearm. I'm not pointing it at anyone, but I am ready to do that if you misbehave. What the wife was doing was a felony. It doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter if she was afraid. It doesn't matter. You cannot point your weapon at anyone unless the threat of serious bodily injury or death to you or an innocent is imminent, right? Now, it sucks to be her, Now, what will the district attorney or the prosecuting person do? Don't know. Don't know. But she should be charged. He shouldn't. It's just that simple. And being on your property is irrelevant, right? You can't point your firearm at anyone, no matter where you are, unless those three rules situations are in play. Doesn't matter. And I will say again, being afraid is irrelevant. Your fear and your feelings in the moment are irrelevant unless those three things are happening. So I wanted to put that out as a reminder because it's been in the news and a lot of people have been talking about it. But what they haven't done is come back and say, here's what the rules are in almost every state that I'm familiar with, that says brandishing is a felony. Brandishing means you cannot point your firearm at anyone unless the threat is imminent and unavoidable. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Welcome to 4th of July, Independence Day for the greatest country in the world. Y'all be good. Thanks for watching. Carry on.